It's on. Hello.
Morning.
We are on our way to the festival of the Unexceptional, followed by Paul and the family in Dotty the 2CV.
Don't know whether you can see them or not. Maybe not.
Maybe not. Currently on the, is it the M42 or the A42 this part?
A42.
We're on the A42. This is the only real bit of, you know, motorway road we're going to go on. Then we're doing some lanes and little roads.
More suited to Agatha.
Yeah. So we'll catch you later. So we're queuing up to get in. Gates open at 10, which was crazy because people have been queuing on the main road outside. So they've just let us move up a bit. Hopefully we'll get in a minute.
Still quarter to.
Yeah, it's still early, but it's the first car event I've been to where it says opens at 10 for everybody. Usually like to get the cars in first. We got here about 9:05 and we've just been parked up. So, hey ho.
Nice.
Right, hello everybody. We are at Festival of the Unexceptional. I've got my friend Paul with me from Live to Drive. Hello. Fannying around in the background. What we're going to do, there are many channels filming here today, so I'm actually going to do a slightly different. I'm going to wander around. I'll probably miss the cars that you like, but I'm going to pick out the cars that I've had in my history of cars, albeit slightly different variations. If I pass a Ford Escort 1.3 for argument's sake, I might have had the diesel, but you'll get the idea. You know, there's going to be a comprehensive video done by Paul, as there is by Mr. Hubnut. Yes, on the Live to Drive channel, I forgot, you know. So yeah, Mr. Hubnut, Joseph Lloyd, Steph from iDriver Classic, all the YouTubers are out in force today. I cannot compete with them, I'm not trying to, so I'll just show you things that have caught my eye. Right, so wandering down the first row. If you like these cars and I don't, apologies in advance. Although I don't think there's any American ones here, so I can't upset the American car lovers. Picking out that nice Granada there. I had a Granada, but the later shape than that. Mark IV Escort. I had a Mark IV Escort on a G-Reg, but it was a 1600 diesel. Obviously, picking out the Cavalier. Never had a Cavalier. I'm not a Vauxhall fan, although we have got a Maestro. We all know I love a Maestro. Again, not a Vauxhall fan, but I think that is an Opel Kadett. Still, you know, we like them. Although I'd rather have the larger Neva, is it, or a Riva? I don't know. Iii Cortina. Another Maestro. I think the lad who owns this Maestro has a YouTube channel. I have seen that car on YouTube. Citroen something, I don't know, I'm not a fan. Heather's here with me. She's had a few Citroens back in the day. Nice Rover there, early one I think that is, and that looks suspiciously like Ed Wesby's Metro off Twin Cam. Nice Puma there, some sort of Renault of some kind. I'm good at this, aren't I? Early Cavalier, I like that. These are all cars from when I was a child. And that's a later Cavalier, probably. Is that a Mark III, I guess? First of the Allegros that were here. And my friend Dean, who I used to hang around with in the 90s, used to have one of them, a Calibra. You don't see them very often anymore. Same as we get down here, you know. They were everywhere, these. Ford Clitoris we used to call these years ago, because every had one. Never heard that before.
No, I haven't, not on the Ford.
It's right though, isn't it? Ford Clitoris.
Yeah, and the Novas. I remember them saying about the Novas, but I didn't know for that. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. I might have to cut that out, obviously. Now, I used to love these, and there is one entered in the actual Concours de l'Ordinaire. It's a Proton. Gotta love a Proton. I'm missing out completely the Escort. I never had a Mark II Escort. I did have a Mondeo in that colour. That's called Magenta. That's the saloon version though. More interested in the Talbot Solara. Or the Hillman Avenger, is that? Yeah, Avenger. Mercedes. This could turn into a rambling video. I just haven't got time to wander around every single car. So I may do what I did with the BL show, which is upload a bit every day, because I think with the channel I've noticed people tend to watch little snippets better, you know, 5 or 10 minute videos rather than one 30-minute job. So I'm sure my mate Paul would tell me more about these. Are these is that a Diane rather than a 2CV? I think. Don't even know where he's got to. He's obviously dawdling, or I'm walking too fast. Yeah, is that an Alpha Sud? I vaguely remember. It looks like an Alpha Sud to me. An old Skoda there. What else do we have? A TR7. Right, yeah, so I'm going to do these videos for my ease in a row like that. So that's the end of the first row. This second section here, there are literally so many cars here, it's going to be impossible to film all of these. Very early Series 3 Land Rover there. Yep. RS 2000. Never had one of them. I say never had a Mark II Escort, but do like them. Another Maestro there, and then a, looks like a Mondeo SI, is that? I had a 24 valve Mondeo in that shape. Very fast that was, V6, 2.5 litre. Yeah, SI, yeah. Mine was the gear. Wander through this gap. Protons are out in force, there's another one there. And another Mark II Escort. Again, apologies if I'm missing out your favourite cars. There's just too much to film. You could walk around all day. And I do like to see the show for myself. Another Allegro there. I think that was at the BL show the other day. Recognise the number plate. Ah, a Jaguar XJ40. I had two of those. Passed everything but a petrol station. Yeah, there's a, I think Heather said she had a Citroen BX. I think that's a BX, that white one there. Midas, don't know what that is, but strange car. Is that an FSO? Looks like it. Little Honda, is that a Honda City maybe? Vaguely remember an advert what the band Madness did for those. There's a bit of nugget you won't hear on another channel. Yeah. Random. Metro for my mate Gary there. A-Reg. Early Metro anyway. Filler cap's quite low down. Old Citroen DS. Jesus, there's some cars here. Oh, here's one for my friend Lee. It's an Austin Ambassador wine range. Just happens to be that year. There is one of those in the main concours de l'Ordinaire. It's an A-Reg though. So, there we go, Mark IV Escort XR3i. Lovely. Too many cars. My granddad had one of those. Austin 1300 or 1100, don't know without looking at the badge. There we go, Sierra Sapphire, had one of them. Had it sideways around the island in Burton. Lovely. Rear wheel drive one. What we got? Oh, Mark III Cortina, my first car. Let's make a beeline for that one. Mine was a 1600 XL. This one's an early one on a K. But yeah, mine had the square headlights or rectangle ones at the front. But yeah, first ever car. ORF 990P. There we go. Spin round for the back of that. Very nice. I think we're into the slightly modern part now, for some crazy reason. Although there is a VW Type 2 late bay. I had one of them on an S-Reg. Although why is that P? That's a bit strange. Yeah. Here you are, one for Heather here. Venga bus. Same colour as ours, but slightly poverty specky. No Panasonic sunroof, Heather, on that one. Bedford. Is that HA? I'm not really up on Bedfords. And we're into the moderny bits. Seems a good time to pause. Here's an old 2CV. I'm sure Paul hasn't seen this yet because it's just got here. He'll tell me more about that one when he finds it. Couple of old Renaults there. A few modern things thrown in here. Well, have you seen that? Here he is, look, Paul.
Hi.
Look at that old 2CV.
It's a Ripple.
Well, yeah, see,
Suicide doors. Ripple.
See, I knew you'd know more than me. I said...
No, that's the extent that I know.
Oh, okay. But yes.
It's lovely. Now everyone's going to stand in front of it now. Just
well, yeah, look, well, I filmed it already. Alright, joining back in now. We've been and done some fanboy stuff with Paul for the 2CV. 1956, that one was. Just been speaking to the owner. I'm more drawn to the stuff that I know and like. Spotted a blue Allegro up here in front of me. There's another 2CV here. They're everywhere, and I do believe that's a DAF 44. Look at that. Gotta love that. Rather drawn to that. That's nice. In brown. I love a brown car. Here we go. That looks like it is. Lots of two-door goodness. Not seen that one about. Still on the road, looking a bit rough, but you gotta love it. 46,000. I need a clock. Oh, another Allegro. I think I've seen this one before. This has got a Series 3 boot on it. Yep. So it's a T-Reg, which is a Series 2, but it's got a Series 3 boot on it. Obviously, in an accident years ago, maybe. Oh, another ambassador on an A-Reg. And that looks like a Mark IV Escort Estate, which is exactly what I had. So we'll get drawn to that, yeah. A-Reg. Yeah, there we go. Again, 1300L, mine was a 1600 diesel. And you've got to love a Zodiac. The later model Zodiac, this was. Made famous by Oz in Our Wiedersehen Pet. If you remember the first ever episode of that, they drove to Germany in one of those. Another Avenger in estate version. There you go. Lovely. Maestro van. I'll forever remember Maestro vans. My next door neighbour had one of these. He used to do a car repair thing, you know, working on his drive, and this was his car. John. Hello John, I know you do watch the videos occasionally. Maestro van for you there. Mark III Escort, I had one of them. A599 ERF. And that looks like Valerie Steffs from our Driver Classic Triumph 1300. A few Volvos there. Oh, a Ford Capri. Never had a Capri. Not just a Capri, 2.8 injection. P6 Rover. Rolls Royce Corniche. Wow. I'm drawn to this. The old Astra there in famous British racing pink. Why did all old Astras go pink? It's the law, they had to go pink. Yep. And that one hasn't let us down. Super. Skoda.
I wouldn't want to go very far with mine.
I don't know, you can be someone
Oh, a Marina Coupe. First Marina I've seen. We were inundated with Marinas at the BL show, and this is the first one I've seen today. RS500 Cosworth. Get your checkbook out. You can have that for £1,000,000 and 1p. Ah, a Vauxhall Chevette, but the booted version. A friend of mine had a Vauxhall Chevette years ago when we were both growing up. I think it was his first car. Crazy. Not seen one of them in years. Maestro van in Royal Mail livery. As we've said before, you've got to love a Triumph Acclaim. But yeah, Chevette, nice. Ugh, children. And this is why we don't go anywhere in the van in the school holidays, folks. Why do they make child screams so piercing? I mean, who cares? Dad, I'm dying. So, you know what I mean? Lovely. Oh, a Montego. Have a look at that. Oh, I spied a really old Skoda. Yeah. That's old, 75, 74, 75. That's in very nice condition. Yeah. Oh, an Orion. I had an Orion as well. Again, a diesel. Unlike Mr. Joseph Lloyd, we love the diesels. We love them. We're not a fan of petrol engines, pesky things. To keep adjusting things and doing timing and stuff. Points? What are they for? Don't need none of that nonsense on a diesel. Yeah, Mark III Fiesta. Had me plenty of them. And still they're coming in. There we go. I don't know what this is, but if you're ever short on the zombie apocalypse, here's your vehicle. Dutton. I think they make floating cars, but obviously that's not going to float. Oh, it's a Mini. Crazy. Let's go with this row then. Spitfire. A BMW. Oh look, a Humber Scepter. I think it's a Humber anyway, isn't it? Singer, sorry. No, Humber, I was right the first time. Never recorrect yourself, you look foolish. Ah, my only foray into French car ownership, a Peugeot 406. Horrible creature. Although the registration plate was quite funny. It was R82 CNT. I'll leave that one with you. A Lancia something. No, it's not. What is that? Who knows? You tell me. Talk amongst yourselves. Here he is.
Hi.
One of the channel subscribers there, Mr. Hudson. He's a lovely Allegro. This is Mr. Waddingham's, Steve's 1100 base model. There we go. I don't know if he's actually got a name for this. Yeah. There we go. Moving on. Where are we? Maestro, MG Maestro. Oh. Nice Volvo 340 there, the saloon. Ah, another Citroen BX. There we go. Mini Countryman. Clubman Estate, sorry. Get it right. And then an Avenger Estate. This, I don't think I've ever seen as many Avengers since I was 15 years old. Well, this is the place for them, isn't it? That's lovely. Me likey. We walked around earlier and coming up to two Bond bugs now, and I heard a lady say, "Oh look, Reliant Robins," and I couldn't stop myself. I went, "No they're not," and I felt foolish because she heard me. So yeah, everybody knows they're Regal Reliance. I never saw James Bond in one myself. Must have missed that film. Luckily the band is that terrible that we shan't get copyright strikes. Mark III Escort on a B. Again, mine was an A reg. There's the Maxi owned by Retronaut in Vermilion. And then another Orion. Although I'd hazard a guess that they're the wrong wheels for that car, sir. And then my brother had one of these. A nice Granada Coupe. I don't think they were called a Granada. Were they called a Consul or something? I'm sure someone will correct me. For a minute I thought Alanis Morissette was being murdered, but I don't think that's the case. If I get a copyright strike for this, then YouTube won't shoot him because, you know, I've no idea what's going on there. There we go. I haven't forgotten there is a Routemaster bus. We've got to love a Routemaster, although it is an RML. We're not keen on RMLs. We prefer the shorter version. So we'll wander around the front rows now and see what we can find. There we go then, we've got another Maxi Rover SD3 we'll call it. Is it 213 I guess? Vanden Ploegh, not an Allegro. Rover SD1 there. Another Citroen BX. And moving along, oh look, a Rover 100 convertible. Oh, and another, although later, presume that's going to be a Chrysler Avenger. Certainly got the Chrysler badge on. Another BX and a DeLorean time machine. In fact, the mistake made was he didn't realise he was already here because he's over there as well. Confusing stuff, what? Carrying on down this road, nice old Volvo there, and a load of 205 Peugeots. Love me an old Rover there. Fairly early Maestro, although my friend Gary wouldn't like that one. He doesn't like the ones with the flat headlights, he likes the recessed ones. And there we go.
But also,
Another Jag XJ40. Bentley. And a Jensen Interceptor. And there we go. Oh no, not you. I'll catch you later.
yeah,
Citroen BX. They're everywhere, aren't they? TR7. Oh look, an Allegro in the lovely Reynard colour next to a Skoda. I expect the haters don't know which one to hate the most. You know, they're overloading their minds at the minute. Very early Discovery there on a G. I had a G-Reg Discovery 200 TDI, same colour as that, 2-door, very, very early. That is very tidy. Yeah. We shall admire that. That is the same as the one I had. Wowzers, you will not see many in that condition. Parked next to the Hubnut car. I think that's Myrtle, isn't it? Yes, I recognise the number plate. Another TR 205, is it? 205? Yeah, probably. Nissan Bluebird. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And look, an expired dog. Seat Ibiza, I believe. Oh no, a Seat Toledo. I apologise, it's the booty one. A Mark 5 Cortina. Had a Mark 4, never went for a Mark 5. Had the Mark 3 and a Mark 4. Oh look, a Wartburg. Win. My uncle used to have one of these. Wowzers. Morris Minor, early Astra, and I have to admit, defeat on this one, viewer. I don't know what that is. 106 maybe, Peugeot, don't know, Citroen something, who knows. Even I don't know anything. Notice how I worded that. Is this a Talbot version of the Solara? Yeah, looks like. Do like them. They were everywhere when I was younger. So from the Talbot we've got a Volvo, Mazda, commercial version of a Peugeot there. Yeah. It's nice to be out and about, to be honest. Plenty of people here, and the weather's held off luckily for us. Was threatening terrible rain, but luckily all is good. We've got a nice base model Escort there. Them wheels look tiny. I can never remember my Escort having such tiny tyres. But there you go. Polo Corsa. Ah. Oh, is that an Audi 80 or 100? I don't know. Having to dig deep into the memory banks of this old brain of mine with some of these cars. Another Maestro up there. Yes. There's a hole there. Documentary series that follows on. Oh, look, a Vauxhall Viva. Too many of those about now. Two door as well.
Yeah, so that is that what that means? Back to the body shop. I mean, paint spray actually quite good for it. Is that bad? Yeah.
Marina. Late one this. Yeah, I think we saw that at the BL show. W Reg is one of the last ones before they went to the Ital. And Morris van. Punto. We're on to the good stuff now, viewer. There we go. Here's Paul's 2CV. There's Phil's Series 2 Allegro. Oh, it's the boss guarding Agatha. And I've not even had a drink and I can't see Agatha. There we go. Vectra. The section that's got the main showing, if you like, the Concours de l'Ordinaire, is in front of the house there. It's absolutely heaving with people. I shall try and film that a bit later. So we'll call that quits for this part. Right, quickly before the band start again. I just want to see the Routemaster bus. As I say, it's an RML, which I don't know a great deal about buses, but they have that extra little window in the middle just to make it a longer version, hence RML. I've learnt all this from Mr. Morley. I've learnt all this from a channel called Routemaster for Hire, which I love, and Pete and his bus. So RML 2745, that is. See if I can find the registration of that one, just so I know how old it is, what reg it is. There you go, it's an F reg, SMK 745F. Who doesn't love a Routemaster? So yeah, from what I gather, the fleet number was usually the 3 numbers in the number plate. So if I'm right, 745F, what did I say it was? It is, yeah, RML 2745. Now you're alright. Well, we're in the Concours de l'Ordinaire. I don't know yet what's won, although I believe it's been announced. This was heaving earlier, so I thought I'd do it now. Peugeot 106, Nissan Bluebird with a taxi sign on the roof, Talbot Horizon, Renault Twingo, Renault Espace, Saab 99, Fiat Strada, Ford Mondeo 24 valve. As I said earlier in one of the videos, I actually had one of these, V6 2.5 litre. Don't believe, I think these were about 170 brake at the time. The SD24 went up to 200 brake, but yeah, they were still fast enough. Citroen BX there. Then we'll do the Austin Ambassador. A-Reg, oh no, that's the wrong words. Volvo 240. I'm good at these cars with the sign in front, aren't I? You're impressed, aren't you? Oh yeah, that's a Mazda 929L, the estate. I should know that. Cortina gear. Knew that without looking. Mark 5. Allegro. We know this Allegro. Do love a Triumph Toledo. You know, everybody's hankers after a Dolomite, but I like the Toledo. Fiat 128. It's like a Mark II Fiesta gear. This is my favourite car, and it looks like there's a trophy in front of it. I did want this one to win. This is a Proton Black Knight, and has it won, or at least been placed? Let's have a look. First prize. I actually guessed that earlier. I win the internet. Datsun 1000. In fact, we'll have a look at that. Look at that, see? How did I know? I think I hope I said that on Paul's channel, that was my car of the show. Datsun 1000 Vauxhall Cavalier. The Matilda Doppelganger, although that is the petrol version. Talbot Solaria. Talbot Ice Lolly. Toyota Tercel. And this was Heather's favourite coming up. The fourth one down, she loves the Kia Pride. Renault Clio, early Astra, Nissan Cherry. This Collins Innocenti Regent. This one is for Heather, Kia Pride. Renault, Peugeot. I'm just chuffed with myself for picking the winner. How about that? Orion gear. That is the Bouquet residence, lady of the house speaking. I shan't do the voice this time, although I did like this Daewoo Espero earlier. Yeah, so there we go. I'm quite happy I picked the winner, and I like the winner best. Lovely. Oh, we felt we're on. I'm hoping it doesn't look like there's a fountain coming out of my head. Yeah, see, there's a fountain behind me. Looks like I've sprouted water. So we're gonna wrap this one up here. I've no idea in which order I'm going to put this out, or whether I'm going to do it as one long one, bits and bobs. You know me, winging it is fun. All I'm happy is the Proton one. Happy days. Catch you on the next one, which coincidentally for me will be tomorrow, because I'm filming at Gaydon tomorrow in the Land Rover with Paul. We're joined at the hip. See you later.